YouTube, we back with another vid. We back with another vid for the motherfucking channel, you know what I'm saying? Ready for some heat, fresh out the gym, weight training tonight. Yeah, man. So we're gonna go ahead and rock out with a story time tonight. Another young story time. I actually shot this video earlier in the day. I didn't really like how I ended the story. Sounded like I was kind of talking from like a victim point of view too. Like, I don't think I was the victim in this situation. I felt like I responded. You know what I'm saying? I just responded. So this gonna be a story time about how I ain't gonna say how I got into it with a nigga. I'm gonna say this is a story time about the first time I went to jail, bro. First time I went to jail, fuck it. I ain't wanna make the story about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like talking about jail and shit. That shit lame. It's informative to the motherfuckers that ain't really doing nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? The keyboard warriors and shit like that. It's interesting to them type of people. But to me, I don't think that shit cool at all. And I ain't trying to put nobody down that stood on business, that didn't rat, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But I mean, in all actuality, like, it's just a story about basically how you got caught. Cause everybody doing something out here, you know what I mean? So I ain't telling you this story to try to seem like I'm a motherfucking ultra thug or I'm anything other than myself. But yeah, so I was staying in mom's crib. I was probably 25, 26, maybe 25, I'd say. I don't know, 25, maybe. Let's just say I was 25. Shit. Then, man, it's funny, because the video I shot earlier, when I said I was at mom's crib, when I was like, Mom's be coming to the room telling you to cut the game down, I said I was 25. And basically that, to digress, to change up the story a little bit, that video I shot earlier about hygiene and talking shit about niggas to get on their business and shit like that, it ain't to make myself look like I'm just a fucking person that don't have flaws and shit. That video was strictly to help motivate somebody that probably was sitting in that exact position and wasn't actually feeling motivated or didn't have no drive. And I know when I was in that spot, I listened to videos just like that, and that shit is either gonna piss you off, you're gonna come back to it later and realize like, damn, he telling the truth, or you gonna fucking instantly get motivated and try to show me up, or you just gonna be pissed off and not like me. So it's either of the three. I'm cool with all three, because I know the point of the video was, I know where, you know what I'm saying, it lied in my heart to put that out there was to help somebody. So if you didn't get that from the video, then I mean, it is what it is. I'm not here to try to please you. Everybody ain't gonna like me. So shit, keep it pushing. Don't watch my videos if you didn't like the video. As simple as that. So yeah, I was staying at mom's house. I'd say I was 25 or something like that, man. And I'm not even the one who had the issue. You know what I mean? I didn't really have the issue. The damn second party in the story had the issue. He's the one who really had the issue, but didn't know how to communicate it without making it what it turned out to be. Typically, people that can't really have a conversation is kind of like, I don't know, like you can't just talk. I'm not saying just small talk, like, you know, people be busy and shit, I understand that. But I'm talking about if you got a problem or something like that, you can't just holler at the motherfucker. But yeah, I'm staying in mom's house. I'm working like a motherfucker. I'm working hard. I'm doing security at the time. And you know, security, you just sit at the post, so you're gonna pick up as many shifts as possible. Me, I think the longest shift I did, I'm not gonna put out who I was working for because this is probably against the law, but I probably did like a 24 hours, more than 24 hours. Like, I don't know. I went to work on Friday night and I didn't come home till like Sunday. No cap. No cap. Nigga, I used to do it all the time. But I typically would work like regular days, 10 to 12 hours, extreme, like not extreme days, but like overtime days where I'm picking up other people's shit where I just want that extra money, the extra Lucci type shit, I do like 12 to 16 hours, you know what I'm saying? You just chilling at the post, you know what I mean? So bring your iPad, you walk around, it's really nothing. So yeah, man, I was doing security. Yeah, I was doing security, so, you know, I'm in and out the house all the time. I'm never really home like that, but when I'm home, I'm sleeping. When I'm up, I'm either strategizing, I'm going to work out, I'm getting ready to go to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really wasting, at this point in my life, I'm not really wasting too much time. This is when I started to use YouTube as a learning apparatus or a learning tool to kind of like help fuel me or give me some ideas or straighten my path, you know what I mean? And I started to do it with the working. I just picked up work. If I need more capital, if I need more money, I just start working harder. You feel me? So yeah, man. I had the neighbor. You know, it's separated houses. One front house, one back house. Some have triplexes, quadplexes. Not at my spot, but. Man, I swear, every time I get on camera, niggas start burping and shit. It might be this Gatorade. I don't know. But it's the front house and the back house, right? Neighbors is cool. I ain't really had no problem. I ain't never had no problems with them, actually. I thought we was cool. Like, I ain't saying we was friends. We was cool. Sometimes they had their little get-togethers. Man, I'm in and out. I ain't tripping. Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing? I'll holler at them and shit. Kick it with them. A little minute, but I'm in the house, I'm about to go to bed. I just got off 16 hours, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm leaving out. I'll chop it up with him on a weekend or something when I am free. Dude was cool. Long story short, dude was cool. Never had no problems with him, never had problems with anybody else in the household, in his household. I didn't know that somebody in my crib had an issue with somebody in their crib. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, I don't know if that made the shit sour or what, but that's a part of the story, you know what I mean? That's kind of a big issue, a big major factor into, you know, whatever happened. So, yeah, man, so out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, we share the same driveway to get in and out, and it goes into the back of a big place where everybody can park. So out of nowhere, guy just starts leaving his truck there. Or I can't get in from work, or I can't get out from work, depending on the time, whenever he's doing it. But I'm not the type that's just gonna flip the fuck out anymore. I just went and hollered at him, knocked on the door, hey bro, I gotta go. Cool, you come move his car. No issue, it's regular, how people communicate, regular humans, how humans communicate. Hopefully I was still in the frame right there. But yeah, that's just how motherfuckers communicate. Knock on the door, I'm cooking my meal prep over there, I see smoke. Knock on the door, move the car. Regular shit, it ain't no big issue, bro. But then I noticed it, you know, sometimes you don't notice it because you just doing your thing. But then you start to pick up like, damn, nigga, why am I finding myself just keep going up to this nigga's house? And then once I noticed it, I don't know how many times it was, but it's over 5 to 6 times. Then I started to say shit like, damn, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta share this driveway, bro. Like, you think you can park in your spot? Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of misconveniencing me, but I'm not saying it like that. I'm having a cool conversation with him, you know what I'm saying? We joking, whatever. He like, oh man, you know, I got you, don't trip, whatever. I'm still doing my shit. Then one time, I think I was running late to work, or I was about to be late, or I just timed it to where I could sleep, because I had 2 jobs sometimes, and then I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? It was just hectic. And I had timed it to where I got to work exactly on time. I come outside, boom, he's sitting there, I'm like, fuck. So then I go up there, holler at him, and move shit. Now, it ain't just, all right, cool, now it's, all right, I'm coming. I'm sitting there in the car. all right, bro, 10 minutes. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing, bro? So obviously it's an issue, my nigga. If I still ain't tripped, cause I'm like, all right, maybe nigga was taking the shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to bring no funk to where I live at. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you bring it at me, it is what it is. I ain't no fucking mark. Now I holler at him like, man, like, nigga, I gotta get to work. Like, I'm kind of frustrated, but you know what I'm saying? How can we fix this issue? My exact words, how can we fix this? We both grown men, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's going on? He blow me off like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, it ain't that big of a deal, whatever. I'm like, man, I'm trying to holler at you because I'm taking this seriously. I need to get in and out. Not only do I need to get in and out, my peoples do, and I don't want, my peoples is older, I don't want them to have to come knock on your shit just to get out. They may not say nothing, but I am. Oh man, well, you know, I'm just like, all right, bro, cool. I'm like, just remember this, we had this conversation before this escalate, before anything pop off. If something's gonna pop off, I'm just letting you know, because I came and talked to you face to face with no issues, no threats, no fights. And you acting like I ain't saying shit. So cool. I go to work. Then one day I come back, I don't know exactly when, but I come back from work. I came back from work. The shit was blocking it. I couldn't even get in. I just did like 16 hours. I'm gone, tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead motherfucking tired. So I go to the door. I'm just like, come on, G. He already know what's about to pop off. I'm like, come on, my nigga. He flip. I don't even flip. I knock on the door like, come on, move your shit. This nigga flip. Nigga, who you talking to? I'm a big man, big dog. You know, he start flipping on me. I'm like, oh, shit. And mind you, this is not somebody I'm threatened by. You know what I mean? This is not somebody I feel like it's necessary. I don't feel like it's necessary. I don't feel like he can take me. None of that. So I'm not even in that mindset. I'm just like, damn, bro, why we can't just solve this little issue? Because you making it like, bro, you don't really want to do that. This is what I'm thinking. Like, bro, you don't really want to do that. So he flipping the fuck out, bro. I'm a big man. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm just like, all right, G. I'm like, dog, we need to kill this shit. Like, I'm whatever. I don't remember what I'm saying, but I ain't do shit to the nigga. But he just flipping. I'm like, I walk away. I still can't get out. The situation could have been dead if he would have just moved his shit. But no, he like, you know what? I'm about to go holler at your peoples. Ooh, I'm like, bro, I'm a grown ass man, G. I pay my bills in this motherfucker. I go to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit. I just go to work. I pay my motherfucking bills. I'm talking to you face to face as a man. You talking about you about to holler at my peoples? Man, don't do that, bro. This is when I get pissed off. I'm like, bro, don't do that. Like, nigga, don't try to sun me, my nigga. You get me fucked up. He still insists to go holler at my people. He's back there, bang, boom, making a big scene by knocking on the door, tripping. So I would just wait up in the front because I'm teed up. I'm like, oh, this nigga, he got me fucked up. And man, that shit kind of get me mad just thinking about that shit. These fucking straight bitches. He can go back there making a scene and shit. Moms come outside, you tripping. I'm like, oh, no. This ain't about to end well. So he flipping out, like making a scene, talking to her and shit. And shit, it's over with, bro. You not about to, come on, man. What? I sleeping, bam, knock him out. And that was like one of the worst things I could have did. You know what I'm saying? Given the situation, given as many times I tried to talk to this dude, we've been cool this whole time. I don't know what the issue, why you keep doing it. I don't know. I'm trying to have a conversation. He ain't. I end up just knocking the nigga out, bro. And, you know, it was a mental thing. I was tired. There's a lot of things to go into it. I ain't making no excuses, but it is what it is. Eat shit. I mean, now that I look back on it, nigga deserved it. Now that I'm older and I can still reflect, nigga deserved it. Nigga should have been did it. Not me, but I'm just saying somebody else probably would have been did it. I gave nigga too many passes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I end up knocking the nigga out. Then I end up leaving the house for like 3 days. I'm still going to work and shit. I go to work like 2 times in the same clothes, sleep in the car. And I think I came home like on the third day, early in the morning. I parked around the corner and shit, cause I'm already knowing like what's going on. Like this nigga was trying to, you know what I'm saying, trick me out my position the whole time. Cause I don't know what the issue is, right? Later, I'm gonna give you what the issue is at the end of the story. So I park around the corner and I go to the crib. I'm trying to take a shower, get my clothes, and shit. Lo and behold, I get a knock at the door. It's the police. You know, they holler at me like, "What's going on with this situation?" I'm like, "No sabe nada. I don't know nothing." They take me to the station, whatever. I get transferred. Again. I go to county. I think I go there for like 7 days or like 10 days or something. It wasn't too long, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do no stretch. I wasn't even tripping. I would have got out at the station, but I can't bail myself out, you know what I'm saying? So I had to wait for whoever had my bread. I had my own money to bail myself out, but I just needed them to go do the paperwork. So I had to wait for that action to happen, and it happened. I got bailed out. But before this happened, I go to court on a Monday or something like that. Before I got transferred to county, you go to court on a Monday, and they was like, "Yeah, it's a felony." I looked at my charge, whatever. It was a felony, assault and battery, causing great bodily injury, GBI or something like that, GBI enhancement or some shit. I don't know what this shit is, nigga. I ain't never been in there before. I don't know what the codes is. Everybody in there talking about they shit. He got this. Some niggas is in there crying, don't know what's going on. You crying and shit, nigga. You about to get OR and bounce up out this motherfucker from the station and shit. Looking, man, I'm just like, man, whatever happens. I'm in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they GBI and all that. So when I go holler at the public defender, I got a public defender. You ain't got no money, my nigga. Stay out the streets. It's too expensive to be a criminal. It's too expensive. Lawyer for this case said $7,500. Some said $10,000. And this is before the trial. This is just for the pre-trial and shit like that. So if you ain't got no bread, my nigga, you better try to be getting some bread and staying out that lane. I didn't have that much. I was trying to work out payment plans and shit. Didn't have it. Couldn't do nothing. People didn't have nothing for me. Yeah, so when I hired the public defender to see what's going on, they like, the DA gave you an offer. I'm like, okay, what's the offer? He like, they'll give you 7 years. Mind you, I just knocked the nigga out. I'm thinking this is just about to get thrown out, bro. She hit me with some cold shit. And I started thinking about all kind of shit. Like, what? Nigga, 7 years. Nigga, what? For punching that nigga, bro, that shit, nigga, threw me off. But I mean, that's their whole game plan, you know what I'm saying? And they gave me some time to think about it. Man, this shit, just to think about the system, dog, it's a lot of dudes out here that if you, man, I don't even want to say if you in this situation. Don't be in this situation, bro, but the system will wash you. They will wash you if you dumb and you... Man, motherfucker said 7 years. That was my first deal. I'm like, what? Niggas, man, stop playing with me. So, they pop that shit at you. You sitting in the back. You go to what's that shit called? CCB. And you sitting in that big ass room and shit in the ice box. They got that shit freezing cold with a gang of niggas in there, piss all on the ground, nowhere to sit. You gotta sit CCB for 8 to 10 hours until you go see your judge. So they already fucking you mentally, but it kind of make you strong when you go through shit in life. Like you just brush that shit off like, nigga, shut the fuck up. But that shit really fuck with you mentally. They fuck with you psychologically. Then they throw you in there and give you a deal. And she's like 7 years. I'm like, what? So I'm thinking like, if this is then you gotta think like, if this is a deal, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What's the max? So I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And she's like, so what you want to do? Like, she trying to give me the answer. I'm just like, damn, I'm thinking like, what the fuck? There's no way I can just give you an answer. I'm like, can I wait? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So, no, I think I heard 7 years even before I went to court, honestly. I think I was at fucking 77th Street when I heard it was 7 years for a deal. Somebody, I talked to somebody. I think, I don't know. I don't remember, bro. That shit, that's been a long time. But anyway, it said 7 years. I remember that shit. And I'm just like, hell no, let me think about it. So then when I get back, when I get shipped over to county, I'm just trying to figure out how this goes. So now I'm in a whole county, and then the stations is different. You got to go through processing and shit. You got to go through some embarrassing shit, stripping down in the room, butt naked, waiting and shit, holding your nuts. It's crazy. And then once you finally get to a bunk, niggas is crying and asking for bunks, because you get to county, you gonna be just waiting around for like 3 days till you get a bunk. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I was a motherfucking trustee. So I ain't really, this time I was a trustee. The other time I wasn't no trustee. This time I went in, I was a trustee. So I'm trying to figure out how this shit work. They calling about mail and phones and shit. So I hop on the phone, finally get on the phone, and I call my BM, and I'm just like, man, they talking about 7 years. She like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, for a deal? They said it's a deal. Like, what you think? She was like, you should take it. And I'm just like, that shit blew me the fuck off, nigga, just to hear that shit. I was like, what? I didn't cuss her out or nothing. I'm just like, what? You think that shit, like, I'm in my head, I'm just like, you think that shit you think that's like normal for what I did? You know what I'm saying? In my head, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm just like, man, hell no, you ain't on my team, nigga. I hung up the phone. Straight up, real shit. I'm like, you ain't on my fucking team, bitch. You told me to take 7 years. Get off the phone. I think I talked to my mom or something. I told her, and she just really didn't. I don't even remember what she said, honestly. I just remember what the fuck my BM told me. She told me to take that 7 years. That shit, I don't know. That shit ain't sit with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyways, I end up bailing out. I end up going back and forth with this case for like a year before we even got to if we were gonna take it to trial or not. That shit will consume your life. Stay out of the system, stay out of trouble. It will consume your life. You'll have this dark cloud over your head until the case is finished. You'll feel like you got a ball and chain on your fucking leg until that shit is done. Like, good days ain't good days, because it's still this, like, you can get 10 bands and come up and do this, and that dark cloud, like, damn, I gotta go to court on this date, and it's just every time. Then you go to court, you go talk to them, they don't want to say shit, oh, come back on this day. You like, fuck, you think you about to get it over with, you think you about to get this shit done. No, they gonna send your ass back, you go back to your regular life. Don't catch another case like I did. I caught another case while I was in this case. So now they really playing the game like, oh, this nigga's fucking up, because it's like the energy, it's like all this shit playing, bro. You gonna get in trouble, because it's just, I don't know, it's just psychologically fuck with you. But yeah, so like a year later, I finally end up like actually wrapping this case up. So they just kept, I think they switched it from, she was like, I guess since I was going through it and I wasn't taking the fucking 7 years, they like, fuck it, he ain't stupid. So they finally dropped it, like, okay. No, it was a strike. It was a fucking strike. At first it was a strike. It was like, we're gonna give you 7 years in a strike. Because GBI is the same shit they give people with attempted murders. And the reason why it was a GBI is because the nigga went to the doctor, and when I punched him, his fucking face broke. Like, he had a big ass cut and all his orbital bones shattered and broke. So they called it a great bodily injury, which it kind of was, but it was just a punch. So watch what the fuck you do. Keep your hands to yourself and stay out of bullshit. Stay out of bullshit. Yeah, so they dropped it from a strike to a felony in this year. Then they dropped it, I think they kept it at a felony. They kept it at a felony. It was a strike at first, they kept it at a felony. Then we got to the point where I was supposed to say, am I guilty or some shit like that, or taking the trial. And I kept hollering at the DA kept hollering at the fucking the public defender I had. And I'm like, no, nigga, fuck that. I ain't about to do no fucking 7 years. Nigga, take me to trial. Take this shit to trial. Now, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Ain't nobody see me punch this, nigga. So what witness you got? You ain't got, nigga, take this shit to trial, nigga. You got me fucked up. So I'm like, man, let's take it to trial. I guess they didn't think I had nuts. So when I went up to the front, they called me up there and shit, and they broke the news to the judge that I was gonna take it to trial. And I guess the judge don't know what's going on until he read. You know what I'm saying? He just there. He don't know what's going on. He don't give a fuck about y'all lives. He gonna read this paper and then look at you and then judge you. Exactly what's gonna happen. That's why you see niggas going in court with glasses on to try to make their image look softer, or you know what I mean? But I'm like, take that shit to trial. And he heard I was gonna take it to trial. I guess he read the case over and shit. And the nigga actually put a we had to go to another court before all this because he put a restraining order on me. They seen he was lying and shit. They threw the restraining order out. I guess he got that paperwork and read it. He ended up making me say no contest or some shit like that to something. I don't really know. When I said what I said, I got the fuck up out of there. Nigga, I don't give a fuck I don't know what the fuck happened, honestly. I don't know if I got a felony. I don't know. I don't think I do because, you know, I done did paperwork as far as like trying to get certain things and they let it go through. So I think he probably threw the case out. I'm not sure. But man, if you can, G, stay the fuck out of the system. That could have washed me for a long time. I ended up having a son right after that shit, and I would have missed 7 years. I actually would have been getting out this year, 2024. That would have been 7. So 7, I think, or last year, or some shit like that. But I ended up having a son right after that. BM was already pregnant, I think. So I would have missed 7 years of my kid life from fucking punching a nigga, G. Regardless of how I handled the whole situation, I end up punching the dude. They don't know how many times I tried to talk to this man. They don't know how reasonable I was being. All they know is I punched this dude. And he went and told the cops. Even though he was the cause of the situation. So don't ever put no one's decisions or your life decisions or the way your life is going to go in their hands. Don't let it happen. Don't let the refs, don't let the judges in boxing make the decision. Don't let the refs in football make the decision on a play. And don't let nobody trick you out your position. Because you are in control of your life. You are in control of your destiny. And you're the master of your fate. If you found this video informational, if you like this video, if you fuck with me, click the like button, leave a comment in the description, subscribe to the channel. And that's it. Peace.